Hello everyone, my name is PJ and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V, Part 27. Let's do this. Final dungeon time. Now you might be wondering, if you don't already know the answer of course, what the hell is the interdimensional rift? What's here? We've seen Exdeath absorb lots of other towns and stuff into it. So what happens to those towns? Well, we start in an ocean by the desert, and immediately run into encounters. Now these are just regular old enemies in the desert. They're easy. What the? What? Wait. Why did Bartz's attack instantly kill it? Was that an effect of the Rune Axe or the Giant Axe? Oh no, it wasn't the Rune Axe. I know what it does. Must have been the Giant Axe. So what, it just has a random chance of causing instant death? No, he's got the Assassin Dagger. Right. I still remember him using both axes. It's been a couple days. Okay, these things are a teeny bit tougher than I thought. I don't think they're exactly the same as the enemies from the desert. Oh, shit, I forgot. Bartz doesn't have a regular attack on him. He only has Mimic. I can't just hold down the button or he'll just mine people. Okay, so let's ride this over. I don't think the Assassin Dagger's instant kill mechanic actually works when I use rapid fire. Every time I go to heal Lena, she gets killed. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to Bartz as well. Not having an actual attack command or an item command because I didn't equip him with it. Okay. So let's see, I think I have to ride this into the water. Okay, now everybody's focusing on Lena. They used to focus on Ferris, and now it's all Lena. She just got attacked 3 times in a row. Maybe the AI is smarter than I thought. Maybe they just target the weakest link automatically. Really? Didn't even give me a second to revive Lena. Okay, the enemies in this final dungeon don't dick around, do they? Holy shit! I can't do anything. I need to change my jobs around. I'm not gonna worry about trying to level up jobs on my way to the end of this final dungeon, because there is still the ultimate AP farming method, which is in the final dungeon. Everything one-shots Lena. I'm gonna go through all my Phoenix Downs, just using them on Lena, before I get out of this first map. Okay, let's switch things around a bit. I don't need Mime, not really. Not yet, not until the strategy calls for it. So let's just turn Bartz into a freelancer. In fact, let's turn everybody into a freelancer. There we go, look at that. Alright, and Krill has both Zantetsu and the Masamune equipped, so she'll always go first, and I can use Zantetsu right away on most of these encounters. So let's see. We come to a door, and what's beyond the door? We monsters who have been sealed in the collective dimension for a millennium. There they are. Exdeath will unleash the power of the void, and a world of us monsters, a world of darkness will be born. I wonder if I can name all of them. The one on the far left is Azul Majaya. Big eyeball-looking thing is Catastrophe, I think? The girl with the green orb is Calophistory. The one in the front center is Necrophobe. The one next to him is Halicarnassus. The brown guy is Twintania. And I don't remember the pink guy on the far right. I think his name is Apanda. But Knowing this translation, all of their names will probably end up being different. We can't let you stand in his way. You will die here in the collective dimension by the hand of our dark powers. Okay, so we come into the desert and we find this area that looks kind of like the Ronka ruins. Actually, it looks more like the catapult. So we ride the chain down. And it does really look like the Ronka ruins. Obtain the cabin. Slash. I also equipped terrain just so I can try that out. Assuming Zantetsu fails. Ether. Oh, roulette failed? Why? $5,000 damage with a regular attack. Goddamn butts. Dark matter. Yeah, before I end this Let's Play, I'm gonna want to show you some of the cooler Nyx combinations. In fact, I may end up having to use some Nyx combinations on some of the super bosses. Because there's one combination called like Dragon Power or Dragon Force or something like that, which gives the target the Heavy type, which is a type normally reserved for bosses. It makes you immune to most things. Let's see, which one do I want to ride? The center one first. Nope. Okay. Awesome. Oh, I love Zantetsu. Elixir. We ride up to here. I'm in a better mood today, because I just had mac and cheese for the first time in months. Because I finally managed to get my hands on some lactose-free ingredients for it. Bought some lactose-free milk last night, and we only used vegetable spread instead of butter. Girl leveled up. Another blood sword. Okay. Up the chain. Now where does this take us? Look at that! It's that room in the Phantom Village that we couldn't enter. That's because it must still have been part of the interdimensional rift. So where exactly did this door come from? And what was originally beyond the door? Well, if you try coming upstairs, you can see that the Phantom Villagers are still here, but you can't interact with them. They're completely frozen. Because they're just kind of like illusions. The ones still in the interdimensional rift aren't the conscious ones that we met back on the real planet, back on planet R. Piano is still here. I don't know if you can play it in the interdimensional rift. No, you can't. You can't interact with it at all. Guess we need to go down this way. Free healing! This would be a great grinding spot. Since random encounters appear just below. Yeah, I'm gonna examine everything again just in case. Just in case, maybe this barrel didn't have an item in it on planet R, but in the interdimensional rift it does. We got left behind, and the way the village just kind of sways between dimensions, you know? That fire is still going. You'd think the fire would be frozen too. Maybe it was just an oversight. And can you imagine the shock you must feel playing this game for the first time and coming to the final dungeon without having found the Phantom Village and finding this place? You'd have no idea what was going on. You'd probably make all kinds of crazy fan theories. Oh, I can't even open this. Probably because it's an actual mechanism and it won't function since it's frozen in time. Okay. Well then, let's see what happens when we leave town. Actually, is there anything in the inn? Probably not. Won't bother. We end up in a forest. One that looks suspiciously like the Forest of Moor. But the Forest of Moor is no more. So what is this place? That's a new enemy. Never seen that sprite in this game so far. If I ever get to a battle where I don't instantly kill all the enemies, I'll show off some of the new summons. Being Dragonfang to giving you lots of mix ingredients. Oh, none of those worked. Okay. Summon. Okay, let's start with Sodra. Yeah, so if you want to know what Sodra's whole body looks like, there it is. Looks just like the Loch Ness Monster. Okay. Okay, new summon. I mean, Zantetsu didn't work, but maybe just straight up Odin will. Wait, so... Oh, God, translator... Okay. The attack that he used on us when we were fighting him, called Adam Edge, just did damage to all of us. It didn't instantly kill us. The attack that's supposed to instantly kill all enemies is Zantetsu Ken, which is what he just used to kill all enemies. I'm starting to wonder if the translator even knew anything about Final Fantasy V. Okay, next let's try Leviathan. Whoa! Those things are weak to water, holy shit. I got another enhancer. Cool. I wonder if that's better than something someone else has. But no. Ferris currently has the enhancer. Guess I'm good. Lilith Rod. That does what it's done before. I think that just, like, casts Charm as a wee spell or something like that. Okay, I think we're getting ready to fight the first boss. Just heal the party. Just a couple of ethers. I'm good. Here we go. No? I was so certain we were close to the first boss. Of course, the white flames absorb wholly. Okay, I'm gonna have to give Bart some different weapons. Okay, so one thing I learned is that Ribbon does not prevent confusion. Holy shit, she just one-shotted herself. Okay, Barts. Let's see, let's give you an Enhancer and Defender. Because everyone else has all the good stuff. Oh, nope, here we are. I thought so. Take a peaceful rest in the forest. Forever. Callow Feastery. Well, they actually got her name right. Whoa. I am surprised. Okay, well, this is one of the big baddies of the interdimensional rift, along with all those other guys we just saw. These were some of the creatures that were sealed away by the people of Planet R long before the two planets split apart. So, you gotta wonder, what exactly did she do? This place is basically like Alcatraz. It's an inescapable prison where only the worst of the worst are sent. So, what is her story? What did she do? What are her powers? What are her motivations? Where did she come from? What does she want? Well, apparently she wants the same thing as everyone else in the interdimensional rift. She just wants to kill all humans. So, first things first, level 3 flare, does it work? Nope. How about a level 4 quarter wouldn't work. Even if her level was divisible by 4, it's possible for enemies to be immune to fraction damage. Okay, how about off guard? Defense down, awesome. Then let's see. I think, I could be wrong, but I think she might have auto reflect. Probably not, because I just used off guard on her. Unless I'm in bottom, but let's see what that does. Decent? I think I'd rather just attack. Yeah, none of those are working. Oh yeah, she counters everything with Drain. Everything that can be counted anyway. But goddamn. I guess X-Fight can't be countered. Holy crap. Freelancers. Oh, one down. I'm certain she would be incredibly difficult and challenging if... Orcat? Orcat? Are these supposed to be Hecht eyes? Whatever. Anyway, I'm sure Calophistory would be much stronger and much more challenging if you were doing some kind of low-level run of the game. Okay, let's see. Can I ride down the waterfall, or do I just walk behind them? Yeah. Okay. But this is a unique... Do you see that thing down there? Do you see that thing? I know what you're thinking. It looks just like the prototypes from the pyramid. Just walking around, not really doing any harm. But this one's different. Wanna know what they were prototypes of? They were prototypes of that thing. Look how slow it walks. It walks slowly so that you can run past it. I have never defeated that thing in any of the times I've played this game before. Ever. I've tried, but I never really put much effort into it because the task just seems so daunting. Ooh, recolors of Oblipus. Interesting. Paris gained a level. Okay, before I go down there, I need to come back out here and see what was to the right. Nothing. Okay. Now, down these stairs over here should be a save point. Great Dragon. Don't suppose Zantetsukin would work on you. It would. Wow. Oh, forgot to grab this chest. Oh, wait, no. Okay, it just looked closed in the darkness. Doesn't it kind of look closed in the darkness? That's weird, isn't it? Huh. Okay, cabin. Now, right outside this door, right down these stairs, is one of the absolute strongest bosses in the game. One of the 2 super bosses in the original version of 5. The Game Boy Advance version added a new one, and I never fought that one either. But I just saved. I'm gonna show you how badly he kicks my ass, even with the strength I have. Omega. And we're almost already dead already. There's no way you can recover from that, so don't bother trying. This is the first appearance of Omega, also known as Omega Weapon. He is a very recurring super boss, almost always one of the hardest bosses in the game. But whenever there's a really difficult enemy like this, one that people spend a lot of time and focus trying to figure out how to beat, they usually find lots and lots of different ways to actually combat them that don't just involve grinding to level 99 and mastering all jobs and overwhelming it, because that's a silly way to do it. Let's just look up some strategies, and maybe for the first time in my life I can actually beat this thing. Okay, here's one strategy, which sounds like the easiest way to kill him, and is the only real method I have of killing him at the moment. First, I need to change Bartz's blue magic out for Spell Sword, and actually give him another sword that's compatible with Spellblade. Okay, then I need to turn everybody who doesn't already have Sing into Bards, and make sure everybody has running shoes on. I probably should have looked up how to fight these super bosses before I came here, because all the other strategies involve equipping everybody with the fire ring, and I only have one of those. I could only afford one more anyway, so I had to do some serious farming to get them. Okay, all three girls have Sing on. Bartz has Rapid Fire and Spellblade on. Next step is to turn the battle speed all the way down to ensure that I get as much time doing this as possible. Okay? I should probably save before I attempt this. Okay, so the way to do it is Omega is not immune to the stop status, but it doesn't last very long on him. It goes away almost immediately. So what you need to do is you need to have all of your bards spam Romeo's Ballad, or whatever it's called, Charm Song, to keep him stopped. Then use Bolt 3 Sword. It is Charm Song, right? And not Love Song? Hold on, let me look this up before I go making a big mistake. Okay, yeah, it's Love Song. Good thing he didn't get a turn yet. Love Song. Yeah, this will prevent him from taking any actions. His ATB bar is still technically filling up slightly. But look at that. This does about 40,000 damage to him. As long as he doesn't get a turn, he only has about 55,000 health. As long as he doesn't get a turn, I should be able to beat him. Oh, this is so cool. Can I do it? Is beating Omega really this easy? Oh my god! Beating Omega is actually that easy. Oh my god. 50,000 gil. 100 AP. Trail gained a job level. Earned hide. And equip harps. And holy shit. Omega medal. The trophy you get for beating Omega. fuck is happening? Wait, was he one time only? Does he not come back? He doesn't come back. Oh, I can't refight him? Aw. Yeah, but in the remakes, in the bonus dungeon, not only is there a room filled with Omegas just walking around, but there's also a stronger version of him called the Omega Mark II. Wow. I can't believe beating Omega is that easy. I could have done that years ago if I'd known that strategy. Well, there's still one more super boss to beat, and I don't think I'll be able to cheese him quite as bad. So let me just turn everybody back into exactly what I had him as before. I think the biggest thing that helped with that entire encounter was the fact that I managed to get a preemptive strike on him. Wait, when did I get a 4th ribbon? I don't remember that.
I'm starting to wonder if the translator even knew anything about Final Fantasy V.
Huh. Okay, well, I have 4 ribbons then. Save, and onward. Oh my god, I still can't believe I beat Omega. That's like something that's been haunting me for my entire Final Fantasy career. When was the first time I played Final Fantasy V? I know the first time I played it was the PS1 version, and I didn't play it until after I'd beaten 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then went back to play them all in order. Played 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. My first time with 4 was the GBA version, and I cheated to beat that one. But then I beat Final Fantasy V fair and square, even though it was really hard. Yeah, but the first time I played 5 was in high school. So, it's been a long time coming. 2 elixirs! God damn, what? Those things just drop elixirs. Okay. Okay, even though Krill went first, it took until I had already killed all of the other enemies for her to actually use Zantetsu. I need to give her some stuff that'll increase her agility. That's the best I can do. Okay, and then look where we are. It looks like we're in the Library of Ancients. And there's books here. Anything in the pots? No. You've made it this far, but your lives are already up. They were gone the instant you flipped the dimensional switch in this book. Yes, remember Biblos from the Library of Ancients? This guy's a recolor of him, and I think this is Biblos' master, because he mentioned something about the seal on his master still existing. I think that's this guy. So let's start with Mighty Guard. And then Off Guard on him. Then Rapid Fire. Okay, it looks to be an average of 1150 per hit. It's 2300 times 4. Golemon, just for shits and giggles. It's about 9200 damage per rapid fire. Wow, what a waste of a turn, buddy. Did he just counter magic with Protect? It makes no sense, dude. Alright, level 3 Flare. Nope. But, okay, I'm gonna have to dispel that. Dispel. No more Protect for you. I'm just gonna have everyone else defend and just have Bards use Rapid Fire. The less I attack him with everyone else, the less he'll counter with things. And the faster this will all go. See? Dude, I beat Omega. You ain't got nothing on me. Soot? Huh. It's weird. You can get more soot from him? Okay, anyway. A book from 1,000 years ago. They appeared from the sky, the one without a heart, Omega. And the one who followed it, Shinryu. It's with 2 U's for some reason. Not even the heroes who hold the 12 weapons are a match for them. Yeah, so Shinryu is the other super boss. And he's also very recurring, and very important to the overall universe of Final Fantasy. It's best to let them rest quietly in the cleft dimension. Never try to speak to them. Yeah, so, kind of like Gilgamesh, Omega and Shinryu actually are recurring. Like, it's not like Shiva and Ifrit in them where, oh, they appear in multiple games, but they might not be the same person. Gilgamesh, Omega, and Shinryu all are the same person, and, well, they're not all the same person, you know what I mean. And each of their appearances are the same. And Omega only has ever gotten one origin story, and that's in Final Fantasy X. So I'm assuming that's where he came from. But Omega is technically a living thing, it's just that he's so powerful that he needs that metallic robotic armor in order to keep all of his power contained. And he is pure destruction incarnate. Just because we destroy him, it doesn't mean he's gone. He's built for destruction. Destroying him is only a temporary solution. He will always come back. Not in the same universe, but he comes back. And if the remake is canon at all, there's multiples of him. Other book. Book written by a wizard. The Secret of Giga Flare. This magic leaves a moment of vulnerability during preparation. Giga Flare? I guess it's a stronger version of Mega Flare? It's probably something Shinryu has. So, while he's charging it, he's weaker? I don't know. But now that we've examined that book, if we go out the way we came in, we'll be in a new place. A big sky fortress. But you've probably already noticed, a lot of the places that make up the interdimensional rift are places that no longer exist on Planet R, like the Vonka Ruins and the Forest of Moor. So it's kind of like the bank in Monopoly. All of the money that isn't being used stays there. Okay, even with the agility boost, it still takes Crow way too long to actually use Zantetsu. 2 Dragon Fangs. Speaking of Dragon Fangs, the reason that I was bringing up before that we might have had to use the Chemist's Mix command on Omega in order to become immune to certain status effects is because there's one other thing that's the only way to become immune to. Remember that one enemy we fought? I don't remember if it was a boss or not, but they used something called Encircle on us, and it removed Lena from the battle permanently. Omega has that too, and the only way to be immune to that is to have the heavy status, or the dragon status, or whatever. I think it gives you heavy and dragon at the same time. And the only downside to that is that it makes you weak to things that hurt dragons, which only the heroes get anyway, so whatever. Ooh, level 4 quarters works in the ninja. Zantetsu is working less and less on these enemies. It might just be that these enemies are dragons. Having the dragon type, they might be... Oh no, that other dragon I ran into died to Zantetsu? I don't know. Maybe that dragon didn't have the dragon type. I don't know. But here we are. This is the section of the interdimensional rift that the battle map of Final Fantasy V is based on in Dissidia. This big floating castle. I don't know whose castle this is. It could be just a fusion of all the castles that were absorbed. Like Tycoon and Waltz, all just combined into one. Yeah, but don't expect to find any of the actual people here. So let's see what happens if we go straight upstairs. Door's locked. Okay. How about downstairs? There's a prison down here, and I think this is where we have to go. But let me explore elsewhere first. Like in here. Just a bunch of spears. What's with guards and spears, anyway? Is it just that they're really easy to manufacture? Thor hammer. Now, is that stronger than anything I currently have? No, not really. Okay, let's check out the other side. Are there any random encounters here? I don't think there are. Armor. Okay. Running shoes. That's useless to me. I already have 4 pairs. Okay. Down to the dungeon. Oh, there are random encounters here. The encounter is really... Oh, it's you. Hello, Mr. Iron Giant Man. I actually just watched the video of me trying to find and defeat the Iron Giant in Final Fantasy II yesterday. Boy, that was a pain. And it ended up being so much easier than I expected. I can't petrify you, can I? No, you definitely have the heavy status, yeah. Slash won't work either. So let's just everybody attack. Ooh, wow. Forgot the Iron Giant was in this game. Ah, beat him. Giant potion. Makes sense. Okay, so, in the dungeons, there's a whole bunch of old men running around, and I think you can release them, and each one's actually a battle. Yeah. The fuck? Why is the boss music playing? Aute Roite? What? Seriously, why is the boss music playing? Should I be more scared of this thing than I am? Aroite shows its true form. What the hell is this? Jura Ibis? It's a recolor of Archeo Ibis. Holy shit! I just almost did max damage. Okay. I just realized my battle speed still turned all the way down. It doesn't feel like it. But is that why Krill's not using Zantetsu as fast? I know everyone else is still going before her. Does slash work? I doubt it. Might as well try it though. Hey, but these things aren't really all that tough. Why the hell do they have the boss music? Yeah, but I don't think you can kill them before they transform. But now that I know they're weak to wind, let's summon Sildra. See how much that does. Oh, it heals it? Oh. I think it just has a random element that it absorbs. Unless that terrain ability I use doesn't do wind. Well, what would it do then? Yeah, Gale Cut heals it. What was the other one I used? Sonic Boom? What does that do? Is it lightning damage? Well, fine, let's try Ramu. No, it absorbs lightning too. What kind of damage does Sonic Boom do? Why did I use that? I meant to use terrain. So Gust and Gale Cut both do wind damage. They both heal this thing. So what kind of damage does Sonic Boom do? Maybe it's gravity based. That makes sense. It makes sense why it would do so much damage. Gravity, huh? We'll keep that in mind. Alright, one more old man. Let's try a level 4 quarter. No. Nobody has time magic equipped, so I can't just use Demi. And no summons have that. Ah, well. These things really aren't all that tough, so I'm just gonna attack them. Easy. So many Dragon Fangs. Now what were you guarding? Red shoes. Doesn't give me a description. Then again, neither do the running shoes. So stupid. Red shoes. Greatly increases defense, but what else do they do? Oh, it does pretty much the same thing that the Lamia Tiara does. It doubles the chances of using Sword Dance through Dance, and grants immunity to Confuse. Yeah, but I'm not really using Dance or Sword Dance or anything like that right now. I'm pretty good with what I've got. So, can that stack with the Lamia Tiara? Can I quadruple my chances of getting Sword Dance if I have both on? I don't know. I might have to try that if I ever need to. Okay, but yeah, you see that big eyeball thing that looks like that one creature you see in tentacle hentai all the time? Yeah, oh, he doesn't like us looking at him. Pushes us all the way to the end of the hall. God damn. Catastrophe. Okay, start with Mighty Guard. And let's see, what terrain effects would work on you? I'm surprised all the boss names have been correct so far. I mean, Shinryu spelled with 2 U's for some reason. But I don't remember Catastrophe having anything special about it, so it should die pretty fast. I wonder if this thing is even sentient. Like if it's just a monster that takes orders from things that are stronger than it, because it never talks. And it just seems to attack whatever's in front of it. Except for that girl that was in the same jail cell as it. Confusing, eh? No, forget just trying to cast magic, I'm just gonna attack. So you give me a reason not to? Oh, the hell? Oh, that's not all it does, is remove float? That's not that big a deal. Well, it might be a big deal if he ends with Earthquake. Which he does not. Yeah, the Guardians of the Rift really aren't all that hard. Soft. Now, this guy down here, I believe, is completely optional, even though he's clearly one of the guys who confronted us at the beginning of this dungeon. But we can talk to him now, or we can wait. His name is Azul Magia, and if you know Spanish, I think it'd be actually Azul Magia, or Magia, something like that. His name is Spanish for Blue Mage, or Blue Magic. And he is in fact a Blue Mage. He knows a large portion of the Blue Magic spells in this game. I think it's like, 17 of them. So if there's any Blue Magic spells that you're missing that he has, that'd be the greatest opportunity to learn the rest of them, assuming that you can learn them all and survive the fight all in one go. But what's really cool about this boss is that any Blue Magic spell that you use on him that he doesn't know already, he will learn mid-combat and then use on you. That's brilliant. They could have done so much more with this boss. And he can actually learn most of the Blue Magic spells in the game if you cast them on him. But he won't use certain ones. Like, he won't use Self-Destruct ever. He's smarter than that. So, I could fight him now, I don't have any reason to put him off because I already have all the blue magic spells in the game. I don't have anything to learn from him. So, let's just kick his ass. You are the warriors that hold the pieces of the crystals? No, I'm not. I see. Well then, there's nothing for you here. Wait, what? What? The conversation loops! It's bugged! Fine, yes, I am. I see. Then you'll die here. Okay, so... as long as we don't cast any blue magic on him, he won't learn anything new. So, let's just cast Mighty Garden ourselves, and attack him. Wait, Apocalypse? That's not his name. Wow. I think Apocalypse is another mistranslation from the PS1 version that the translator of this just decided to use. Like Shote. Shote has no basis. I don't know why they... Don't think he has auto-reflect. And even if he did, I don't think the summon version of Mega Flare can be reflected anyway. Yeah, but I'm just gonna kill you like the rest. Ooh, he knows off guard. That's fine, I got Protect on. That'll make up for it. Because I don't think off guard actually dispels Protect. Just lowers your natural defense. Apocalypse? Well, you know one of these names had to be stupid and bullshit eventually. Yep, I beat him. But you know what? Hold on. Maybe his name is supposed to be Apocalypse. Let me just look it up. Just look it up to be sure. Yeah, his name is supposed to be Apocalypse. The Romaji is Apocalypsu. Apocalypsu. Okay, so, I don't know. I guess he just decided to change his name to Azul Magia to be cute or something. Okay. So... oh, save point. He turned into a save point. Interesting. So... yeah, that's kind of the problem with this entire series, really. Is that there's no such thing as a correct translation. Even some of the things that we know are incorrect, like the name Bartz and the name Krill. I don't think I ever mentioned that Krill's Japanese name is Kara. But even though we know they're incorrect, the North American localization teams refuse to fix it. Because, oh, it's what people grow up with. It's the names that they want to hear. Which is the same reason that certain characters' names remain as such years and years after they've already been fixed in other games. Like a certain character from Final Fantasy VII. Okay, got more old men to fight. I was trapped in there. Thank you so much for helping me. You're so great. Smooch. And then she runs off. Very suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. One down. I haven't even opened the gate yet and they're still attacking me. So I'm guessing this castle must be like the main prison of the interdimensional rift. And that's why all of these dragons disguised as old men are just locked up. None of them talk. They're probably all just insane. Or the dragons are like mimics and they take on the guise of old men in order to lure people into false senses of security. There's so many of them. Guess I just had to seal them all away. Well, time to bring extinction to those species. And there we go, that's the last one. Okay, now I can open the door. Rainbow robe. Ooh, that sounds fancy. It was red and green and ochre and peach and yellow and orange. Okay, nobody knows what I'm talking about. Joseph's brothers weren't to place what they saw. We had never liked them all that much before. Okay, it's the best armor for dancers. Prevents confuse, increases the chances of sword dance again. So, Lamia Tiara, Rainbow Robe, and Red Shoes will octuple the chances of using sword dance. Wow, you know, I should try that. I should just try that right now. So I've already found out that if you're dual wielding Dancing Dagger or something else, then both attacks will do quadruple damage. Oh, but that means I have to take off running shoes. Well, let's just do this then. Let's give Bartz the Dancing Dagger in one hand. Wait, no, I don't need to have the Dancing Dagger equipped. But Bartz is the only character that can dual wield. And never mind, I'll do it with him. Lamia Tiara and Rainbow Robe. And I will see how that goes in the next random encounter. Let me just save real quick. Of course, the chances would be much higher if I used the dance command instead of the dancing dagger. But like I said, nobody else can dual wield. So I wouldn't get the most effect out of it. Okay, let's try it. Come on, Butts. Mystery Waltz. And why didn't you use your other weapon? Probably because you used Mystery Waltz. Let's try it again. Okay, nothing happened that time. Another Mystery Waltz. Come on. Quadruple chances of sword dance my ass. It's not working. I don't know why not. Oh well, we'll just give you your regular stuff back. Okay, now what's over here? Anything? Down the stairs, through here. Ooh. Ah, it's that one chest we couldn't reach, right. Man-eater. I think that's just... it's either a sword or a dagger. Does extra damage to human-type enemies, like all those ninja that we keep seeing. Doesn't say, but it is a knife. I probably won't be using it. Okay, well we reached the throne room, and if you come down here and pull this, you can unlock those doors, and they should stay open. They don't. It's one way. Just in case you wanted to go back to the beginning of the dungeon for whatever reason. Now we've got a throne here. No passage over there. So you try to go through this door, which is the end of the castle, and you can't. You try it again. You can't run away. You took my kiss of death. I'll play with you. I, the king of the dimensional castle, Halicarnassos, will. Okay, I don't know why you had to spell it differently. Halicarnassus is a place. That's what he's named after. Whatever. But yeah, that girl was actually a very, very feminine-looking guy. It was kind of like a fusion of Emperor Matthias and Rickard. Okay, so, start off. I think this guy has a really good chance of charming you. It's kind of his thing. Okay, and then off guard. Nope. Then X-Fight. Or Rapid Fire. Really don't like calling it X-Fight. Golem? Why not? Not that I need all of this extra defense. What? What the hell did you just say? What the hell does that even mean? He hasn't even done anything yet. All he's done so far is do what I'm assuming is a laugh. Do something. He didn't do anything. All he did was laugh. That's disappointing. He dropped an elf cape. Makes sense. Okay. Let me just look up his article and try and give you guys an idea of how he would fight. Halicarnassus will begin the battle by laughing, which he did, and turning the party into frogs, which we were immune to. Okay, he knows Holy, and just his main method of attack is to charge up and then deal massive damage to a single character. In order to avoid the frog transformation, you can either equip everybody with ribbons, or start the battle as frogs, and then his move will change everybody back. You know, I'm looking at some of Halicarnassus' other appearances in the series, and he really seems to have breasts in those games, especially in Final Fantasy Dimensions 2.
This ostrich thinks I'm a lady!
What the hell? So, is it a guy or not? He calls himself the king of the Dimensional Castle. Weird. Maybe they turned him into a girl after Final Fantasy V. But it's weird because even in the newer translations, I think he's still a guy. I don't know. I do not know. But anyway, go past this door, some stairs. We're almost out of this section of the interdimensional rift. As soon as I take a step forward, I think another boss is gonna show up, so everyone looks good. Yep, Twintania. This is it. Ahead of here lies the space where the void is sealed, and I won't let you enter. Now I forget how this guy fights, but I think he's a bit tougher than most of the other bosses. So let's start with Mighty Guard. And off guard on him. Rapid fire. About the same damage to everything else. That'll be about 9,000 damage per turn. Tidal Wave, didn't do much. How about Bahamut? Oh shit! He counters Bahamut with Mega Flare? He knows Mega Flare? Okay, that's surprising. So what is this thing? Well, I guess we know why everybody deemed it necessary to seal him away. The inside of his mouth looks very bright. God, does he just counter everything? Well, no, he doesn't counter regular attacks. He just seems to counter our strongest attacks. So what if we only used regular attacks? What then? Then he would just regularly attack. And everyone who's mastered Monk so far will counter. Okay, then regular attacks it is. Okay, I think maybe Tidal Wave is just a regular attack and he has really high agility and gets more turns. So I'll go back to what I was doing before. Either that or he is countering and it's just a low chance of it triggering. Oh, I beat him. I am way too powerful. And then stairs appear for some reason. Okay, thank you. Yeah, but here we go. Up until now, we've only seen the main area of the interdimensional rift. Things where places that no longer exist go. Things where anything sucked into the interdimensional rift ends up first. Kind of like the mouth of Monstro, you know? Everything just kind of sits there for a while. But if you go deeper, things become a bit more dangerous. Yep, this is the true nature of the interdimensional rift. This area that looks like it's made entirely out of crystals just floating in space. This wouldn't be explained for quite a few games, but all Final Fantasy planets start out as this. Just a big hunk of crystal that continues to grow and spread like crystal in real life tends to do. But I think if you look around this area, you can actually see things like growing out of the crystal, like trees, because that's just what everything comes from. It all comes from crystal. Trees come from crystal, water comes from crystal, everything does. And look who's down there. It's Gilgamesh. It's been so long since we've seen him. But this is where Exdeath banished him to. But if you remember, Gogo, when we beat him, also banished himself to the interdimensional rift. So he should be here too, but you don't meet him here. But we might see him again. Somewhere down the line. Not in this game, though. Oh, here's Gilgamesh. So, you better make sure you have steel equipped. Ooh boy, it's been a while. Okay, steel. And I will give you the thief gloves and place in the running shoes. Okay, this shouldn't be hard to steal the next piece of Genji gear from him. So you sneak up on him, and he's still transformed from before. And he doesn't seem to recognize us, he just starts fighting. Oh, steal. Genji shield. Another monster! Miss. Okay, but he's not hard to defeat. In fact, he's even easier than before. Just attack away and eventually the fight will end on its own. Just make sure you steal that Genji shield. Hey Gilgamesh, I found the Excalibur. Bartz? It's you, isn't it? Why didn't you say so? The monsters here are scary, and I can't find my way out. I'm about to cry. By the way, how'd you get here? Bartz explains what happened. I see. Now I can get home. How'd you like to escape? Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, if we live, let's meet again. I know we will. At that time, we'll be friends. Never mind. Later. Yep, and then he runs off. possibly to wait for us on our airship. Yay, we're friends with Gilgamesh! Oh my god. Okay, moving on. How is he standing on the teleportation circle without it activating? Oh well. Anyway, so somewhere in this area is a particular enemy. I don't know how rare it is, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill it when it shows up. Let me just give Bart's Bell Sword real quick. I don't know how useful it will be against these things. And let me take the Thief Gloves off of Ferris, as well as Steel. I don't need to take it off, I wasn't using terrain anyway. Gorky Mirror. Couldn't steal. I don't want to use Leviathan, they might absorb water. Odin? Oh, Gungnir. Yep. If Odin is summoned, and I think if the enemy is immune to being instantly killed by Zentatsuken, then he'll just use Gungnir instead. Yeah, Odin always has both of those attacks in his appearances, from this point forward anyway. It's especially annoying in some games where it's just a random chance of him using one or the other, and every time you want him to use Zentatsuken, he just uses Gungnir. Pinwheel. I did spend money buying a few pinwheels from the Phantom Village. I don't know why. I'm probably never going to use them. Belphegor. These things aren't exactly like the gargoyles, are they? Do I have to kill them at the same time? Well, I kinda did. I don't know if they function just like the gargoyles or not, but oh well. Elixir. As soon as I get to the next save point, I'm gonna stop. Okay, you see that chest? See that chest? Stay away from it. Stay away from it until, at least until you get to the next save point. Do not touch it. Mind Flayers? Huh. Wonder what I can steal from them. And Thing. These things are called Things. Great. Look just like the crystal enemies from Gallif's World. Crystal Helm. Wow, they just dropped those things? Okay, there's another teleporter up there. What's over here? Up, see? See? Trees. Growing out of the crystal. Okay, I don't know if this is... let me just... put the... I don't think it is. I'm just gonna put the Thief Gloves back on Ferris real quick. Pinwheel. Okay, no it's not. It's fine. She can go without the running shoes for a while. Ooh, more Mind Flayers. See? Gungnir. And it only hits one target anyway, so why bother? Much more effective to just use Zantetsu and wait. Zantetsu doesn't work on any of them. Level 3 Flare doesn't work either. Fine, I'll just spam Bahamut on them. I'm gonna be honest, we're almost at the end of the final dungeon. The next save point is the last one. Then I might be able to beat the last super boss and the final boss all in one episode. I wasn't expecting us to get this close to the end so fast. I thought the final dungeon would take me much longer. Well, I'm probably going to have to leave between episodes in order to go buy things. Okay, you see that? That's just a random green sparkle. I don't know why they didn't just make it look like a save point, but it doesn't look like anything else we've seen before. Let me make sure everybody's fully healed, and that I give Lena some MP back. She really has been spamming a lot of spells, hasn't she? Okay, here we go. Make sure Ferris has Steel and the Thief Gloves. we go. This light, I won't let you have it. And that's the last one. That's the last of X-Death servants. Necrophobia. Spelled with an F for some reason. Okay. Okay, yeah, but Necrophobe has these barriers around him, and I think he's invincible for as long as they're there. So I don't know if Slash would work on them. I don't know if his little buddies have immunity to instant death or not. But we'll see. Once you destroy the barriers, I think they're gone for good. I don't think he respawns them. Okay, so let's try level 3 Flare. Maybe that'll work. Okay, wait, what? Oh shit, the little barriers that reflect on them. Everyone just died except for... With these 4 barriers, I am now invincible. Can you defeat me? What the fuck? Okay, Life 2-1, Bart's... Okay, yeah, let's never do that again. Okay, you guys need to stop that. I've come a long way without saving. God damn, stop it! Did I just trigger madness mode in this boss or something? I can't do anything. They all get to reflect flare off of themselves. Come on, get Bart's back up. Okay, Phoenix down on you. Phoenix down on you. And I'll get everybody healed up as soon as I can. Okay, just attack the barriers. Don't use any spells. Don't use nothing. God damn. I didn't realize they would go so crazy. Okay, so every time they get a turn, they all just bounce spells off of themselves. I really need to kill one of these barriers soon. God damn. Okay, next time I get the chance, I'm getting Mighty Guard on. Actually, I'm gonna start with White Wind. It's almost Ferris's turn. She'll be able to do quite a bit of healing. Okay, one barrier is gone. Excellent. White Wind. I do not remember this guy being this hard. What the hell? Okay, that's not gonna help. You just use an elixir on yourself. You're gonna do a lot of MP. Okay, then Mighty Guard. Come on, don't attack. Why can Necrophobe even be targeted? Come on. Okay. Looks like that bottom left barrier didn't need much damage to finish it off. So I should probably stop using X-Fight and just focus on the last barriers. Yep, just attack. Yeah. Just like that. Oh, that was really scary for a bit. Okay, all your barriers are gone. What you gonna do now? Now I can use X-Fight again. Wait, you still can't be damaged? What the hell? My invincible barrier. Then I have no choice. Have a taste of my real power. Really? Flash? Didn't even do anything. Well, I guess now I can hurt you? Okay. You just had to acknowledge the fact that you weren't invincible anymore. It's like Looney Tunes logic. You won't fall if you don't know you're in the air. Well, if you don't know how gravity works. Maybe his invincibility just lasts until he uses an attack, in which case, why didn't you just stay neutral? Then you would have been invincible forever and we'd be stuck here. I guess he doesn't have the patience for that. Even though he's been stuck here for 1,000 years. They both counterattacked. Awesome. Oh. Then Gilgamesh shows up. Gilgamesh! Phew, I made it. If I go home right now, I'll remain in history as a weakling. Heh. Blabbermouth. I'll get rid of you first. Oh, don't attack Gilgamesh, Butts. God damn it. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, steal from Gilgamesh. Stole Genji armor. That's... You're pretty good. You can even defeat the great Gilgamesh? And then he turns to face Necrophobe. Now, don't worry about protecting Gilgamesh or anything. In fact, you don't even have to do anything. Krill. Your grandfather? He was a strong man. Grandpa. Varus. Go fall in love. Then you'd be more feminine. Dot dot dot. What the hell, Gilgamesh? Lena. Never forget your love for animals. But I would have liked to have a one-on-one battle with you. You were such good friends. Gilgamesh. That's not gonna work, Necrophobe. Die! That's my line. Self-destruct. Yeah, so this is a really confusing scene. Really confusing. For starters, why did Gilgamesh have to show up to help us defeat Necrophobe? We could have killed him on our own. Unless self-destruct is the only way to kill Necrophobe. But that's something that we could have done. It wasn't a unique skill. Also, Gilgamesh isn't dead. We already know that self-destruct doesn't kill you, it just knocks you to 0 hit points. You can be revived with the Phoenix Down after that. Where Gilgamesh went after this? Who knows? Probably somewhere else in the interdimensional rift. Because we will be seeing him again. But not in this game. Wait, Bartz, you actually did get blinded? Oh. I guess we got to put the ribbon back on you. Oh well. But I now have the Genji armor. The best armor in the game. And I also have the Genji shield, which you can give to Krill. Where is it? There you are. Pretty good. Yep, so I'm just gonna use a cabin here. This is the last save point of the game. Right up those other stairs we passed is the final boss. I did not expect to get through the final dungeon so quickly. Then again, I did just play for 2 hours, but I was still expecting it to take longer. I also wasn't expecting to beat Omega on my first try. Well, not really my first try, but that first one was just to show off how powerful he was. Yep, so I guess the next episode is gonna be the last one. So I suppose I might as well give you the warning now that if you haven't voted on what my next Let's Play will be, this is your last chance. So, thank you all so very much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I really appreciate it. If you want to support me on Patreon, there'll be an end card at the end of the video, and a link in the description below, alongside links to my social media. So, I'll see you all in the next video. Out of the way, Bat. Out of the way, Bat. Are you kidding me? You went left. Get out of my... Oh my god.